Hello my fellow Rome 2 players, Zaript here with ThePrussianPrince, hello!
Hello!
And we just want to make a fast preview of patch 9 changes. Of course it will not be deep analysis just because the patch beta just started and we have no idea, no playtesting, nothing. But one thing is already apparent, just from this lobby. Can you tell us, ThePrussianPrince, what is it all about?
Elite units are extremely expensive. I hope that's what you meant.
Indeed they are extremely, just take a look at Swan price. Take a look at Noble Horse price. Take a look at Spear Noble price. Man, this is like 300 increase price for Swan. Like, it changes the game completely.
Yeah.
If before you can take what it was, 11 Swan spam. Let's try it now. So I'm picking, I'm out of money already and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't even take 9 anymore. It's huge. Oh, TWCC, can you show us your, let me join your team, can you show us your typical Parser build? Or Seleucids, yeah. Let's see if TWCC can take his Seleucids build. 2 elephants? Wait for it, 6 cataphracts now.
Yeah, and I already have so
wait a
money.
second. And that's already it.
What? It's so hard to fit in the 6 cataphract.
Yes,
This is
you
it.
can.
I can't bring anything else.
Exactly. And it may look like a very small thing. You would say, oh wait, TWCC did it before like that. No. Without 4 skirmishes or at least some food contingent,
Yeah.
you just don't have enough. Like, it's one trick pony. And it's incredible. I think it's incredible step in a right direction. Squeaky door again, but
Sorry.
what other steps were done? And what weren't done? Well, the step that was done with skirmishes, if you take a look, they all got quite a bit cheaper. It's easy to notice, and more importantly, if we take a look, let's say at Carthage. Let's see, Carthage, you will notice, no, Carthage isn't a good choice. Let's take a look at, yeah, it's easier to notice with Athens. You can see that mercenary Cretan archers now cheaper than mercenary Rhodian slingers. From what I can tell, stats didn't change. What does this mean? Mercenary Cretan archers best anti-skirmisher in the game, which means now you can take them to kill slingers, or you can take slingers to kill infantry. That's a choice you have to make now, because before they were at the same price, you would take archers, but they have not enough ammunition to be really useful later. Interesting choice, like, this completely makes sense to me, what they do. Another changes, what become with elephants?
Well, the elephants lost mass, as well as chariots, and they're more expensive in general.
Are they? No, I don't think. I actually think that elephant prices didn't change. Or did they?
Are you sure? Seleucid ones look like they're more expensive. If you look, 1250. That's not how it was before, was it?
I guess around between 50 and 100 price increase, right? So small price increase. Chariots pretty much the same. What we noticed, we didn't do much playtesting, but we noticed that they can get stuck. They get stuck in cavalry. When we played, my chariots got stuck in TWCC skirmishes, which sounds ridiculous, but it happened. Maybe they even overdid it a little bit. So armored elephants still strong and scary, but not as much as before, but it requires testing. Another change is, well, cataphracts obviously expensive, and the general rule is units with aura become expensive. That's main rule. Because if we look at the same Parsia, for example, you can see that Eastern cataphracts didn't change much. It's aura units that changed. another change is cheap units become even cheaper. Eastern Spearman 180. Let's take a look at Egypt Pikeman 260. Like, cheapest price really dropped as well as the highest price increased. What else here? What else?
Take a look at Galatia. Light Horse and Galatian Raiders. Yay.
Let me see. Galatia. Our previous complaint was that Light Horse was slightly more expensive than Galatian Riders, even if Galatian Riders are the same in melee and can shoot. This was fixed. I guess Galatian Spearmen were fixed in patch 8.1,
Yes.
Which is good. Then I had another point about balance, which I almost forgot. Let me remind. Oh, yeah, of course, it's formation attack.
Ooh, yeah.
And it is a big change. It's hidden. It's not shown anywhere, but it really works now. In patch notes it says that, first of all, in charge, if a formation attack enabled, unit will not penetrate as deep. Like, even on charge, they maintain formation. And it really boosts survivability. From what Duck says to us, if you disable and enable formational attack, it can make a difference like up to 2 times in living time of a unit. So you can really use cheap units in formational attack to hold. They really hold long. And they stand to enemy charge better. We tried Royal Cataphracts against what it was, I think Legendary Cohort, right?
Yes, Legionary Cohorts.
And they won against Royal Cataphracts in charge. So, like, I mean, in prolonged fight, like, first charge, everything goes well, but you can't disengage. So maybe they overdone.
That's frontally, though.
Yes, of course.
So we don't know how it would go if you charge the rear or flanks. That's probably what they're aiming at. Like, they don't want you to be able to charge frontally anymore, I guess. They want you to maneuver more.
Yes, and there is changes to morale. For example, small losses will not cause such a severe morale penalty. And I think Duck summed it up quite well in his preview analysis. Game become much less about frontally charging and much more about positioning and maneuvering and preparing. Because Cataphract now exists for... Main purpose of Cataphract is not to freaking charge and kill, it's to wait for engagement to start and do proper hammer and anvil. That's why you need Cataphracts now, which means you do not need much. And like, when I try to combine a build, it's... You really need couple of elite units for aura, but you can't, like, even taking 3 I already feel bad, they are so much more expensive now. Before I could take 4 Praetorian Guard for this price. Really, now I can take only 3. It really hurts you. What else? So, shock cavalry in general more expensive. Cavalry became weaker against infantry. Skirmishes become cheaper, so they're stronger against infantry that became more expensive. You can see how rock, paper, scissors work here. But it all will show itself with playtime, like we need playtest.
Interesting bug. I see Athens Praetorian Guards. You should see the video when it's up.
Okay,
this is pretty crazy.
Another bug Prussian Prince found, and he quite good at it. Look at this Legatus. It's a proper 100 Rome general. As someone joked, Spartan general should be 300. Let's check.
Yeah.
But no, it isn't. It isn't. Royal Spartan's actually quite bad for the price. That's what we tested, and they are. Pikes did change. They become even more worthless than they were. And more things would be after proper testing. But for now, let's say a couple of words about issues we encountered. What was it aside from Legatus? Do you remember?
Hellenic Cataphracts and the Gamma Cavalry. That was the problem of pricing.
Let me see.
I switched faction along with you. When you switched faction, I also switched. You see that?
Yep. What do you see as a problem in pricing?
Look, a Gamma Cavalry and Hellenic Cataphracts. such a small price difference. 40 difference, and it's much better.
Yeah, 20 difference in armor. Indeed, a gamer might be overpriced.
Yeah, and more health, even a little bit more melee defense.
Well, that's balancing issues, but I meant like all issues we found, like I don't know. Actually, let's start a game and illustrate one problem of with orders. I think it actually would be a good illustration. Can we start a battle really fast?
Yes. Sure. Well, I'm gonna bring the regular, like what you would call an OP build in patch 8.1. Well, at least part of it.
I just bring 2 units. I just want to show. No, I need cavalry unit to illustrate it properly. Let me take a couple of cavalry units. In general, we encountered a lot of troubles with lobby today. Even trying to set up this recording, we found like 3 lobby bugs, absolutely randomly. So it happens.
Yeah.
A lot of people report issues with textures on environment being completely ugly, not like before, like on stones and on some trees. So one thing that definitely changed for best is responsiveness. What they did, remember, as like I always on my streams and recordings, I always go on about how it's stupid that when you give order, it have to be registered with your opponent before being issued. But now, actually, look, for me this doesn't work. I wanted to illustrate another bug. I don't see Prussian Prince army in deployment, but
I
before...
see your army though.
Oh, Prussian Prince see me. Okay, I see. So bug is here. Go take a look at Prussian Prince video to check it out. So what happens now? When you issue order for your units, it get executed on your screen before it's sent to your opponent. So at least like visual responsiveness is much better for your units. Which is quite cool in my opinion. I already noticed the difference.
Yes.
And now we will illustrate another issue when Prussian Prince clicked ready.
Oh, sorry.
So it is. I'm sending forward a cavalry unit. So, and I'm giving attack move order in the same direction. Look, with cataphracts it's not working. They just normally... no, you see. When I reissue order, they sort of stop for a second. No, with cataphracts they're too slow. Let me show with melee cavalry.
Yeah.
So what happens? You see? Oh, now it's very clearly visible. When I reissue order in the same direction, they lose acceleration and try to play animation again. So you see how stupid it is? I'm trying to spam orders. And at some point, they stuck, they slow.
Yeah.
This is a huge issue in my opinion, because in battle, like sometimes you just have to reissue orders, because you can't nitpick units, and there is no reason for them to be stuck like that. Look, I'm spam orders, and then they just move slow. Now they move normally. What else? What else? Well, as I said, formational attack now makes a big difference in fight. Not sure about shield wall. And I guess that's it for now before we can make more tests.
Yep.
And I think they say dogs should be fixed, but we can't guarantee it yet.
Yeah.
So anything you have to add?
Well, just have to reiterate on the lobby bugs. So what I saw just earlier in this video was him being Athens with 3 Praetorian guards, and they looked like Athenian units. They had the Athens coloring, sort of. And then what else did we encounter? Well, I was hosting a game. Zaript joined before I could add a slot, or something like that happened, and then I saw Zaript in the game list, in player list, but I couldn't see him actually in the game. Like, there was still no slot added in the game, and Zaript apparently was there, and he could switch sides and change faction and such.
Yeah. So lobby acts really strange, that's for sure. But well, let's not make this too long. Proper video with test and stuff will come later, or more like multiple videos explaining different changes in unit matchups. But it is likely that we will see infantry heavier armies, or rather more balanced armies. Cavalry seem to be more of a support role now because it's too expensive. It's not cost effective at killing anymore if it's not skirmishes. So I guess this will force balanced builds, this patch, which makes me quite optimistic, and we will see how it goes. Let's counter charge.
Yeah, that's...
Well, I'm sure
this elephant charge.
Well, these armored elephants, they will destroy melee cavalry. But what we noticed, if you do not countercharge frontally but intercept from a side, normal elephants do not kill cavalry as effectively anymore.
Goodbye, citizen cav.
Oh, another thing in patch notes. Now units will not walk when retreating. They will retreat. They will run when retreating, it seems.
Yeah. And also, they are easier to kill because they don't play combat fighting animations.
Oh yeah, there is another thing. I think when unit starts retreating, when it routs, it will finish killing animations instead of instantly stopping them, turning around and routing.
Yeah.
That's another change. So it should make battles look a bit less ridiculous, let's say. I don't want to use the word realistic because you know how I dislike this engine. I really think that 1v1 battle animations are not ideal for such a game, but that's my personal opinion. And that's it for now. We'll come back with more later, so thank you guys for watching and see you.